100%. Yeah, that one's not Wi-Fi. There's no Mickey Mouse happening there. Roy, Toon Link is what we're going to see. I was wondering if we were going to see Cloud, what he's been playing recently, but I love Roy. Very, very explosive character, and I think a lot of the things that Toon Link struggles with, the biggest thing can be just getting smothered, and Roy is excellent at smothering characters. So if deliboid manages to keep his space at least a little bit, it should be a winnable game, but my money's on Kola right now.
Yeah, I think, to say the least, you can see by their seeding, by all of that, you can tell that Kola is very much the favored player to win this match. And he's been doing a really great job so far at keeping deliboid in a corner. Deli getting his hits here and there. Now having Roy in disadvantage. Good air dodge in from Kola. Going to get him back to the center with that up B as well. And that is not quite the stock just yet, but with such a light character like Toon Link, that's definitely going to be it. First stock going to Kola.
Yeah, with the amount of pressure that this guy puts on, you can just tell with the way he moves. There's so much confidence in each step that he takes. He's always willing to take the space, always willing to get in your face, and it's what has made him such a storied player. And he's swinging back and forth, getting as many hits as possible. There's an opportunity here for deliboid. A couple of aerials, a couple of projectiles. But Kola can make it back onto the stage.
Thankfully for Kola, being able to save his up B for the very last moment. So holding on to his resources and hopefully trying to hold on to the stock too. Having deliboid all the way at that side of the stage. Neutral B is not going to connect, but deliboid finally going to be getting that stock. Fair to close out his first stock of the game.
Yeah, a lot of extra credit already online for Kola. Shopify Rebellion gotta be happy with his grades so far today. Can't be mad at how he's been performing. Dash attack secures the second stock in deliboid. Last stock of this game won. What can you do to try to turn it back around?
Looking for some up airs. I'm curious to see Kola's gameplay here. You know, he's just so adept at keeping deliboid anywhere that he can in the corner, but these up airs might prove to be a bit of a challenge as deliboid is starting to rack up damage on this second stock. Kola off stage, forced to air dodge with the bomb in hand. The Zairs coming out from deliboid, such a great spacing tool, especially from a small character. You want to have something away from your body to hit a sortie.
Yeah, and this is the struggle that you kind of see that Toon Link will get into. He's excellent at racking up damage, can poke really, really well, keep his distance through our projectiles and hold space, but once you get into these upper percentages, you are kind of relying on a grab or on a read to get the KO, and you can keep racking up damage. Every single hit will be more and more damage, but you still have to find the KO at the end, and finally deliboid will catch out Kola's recovery. Goes for a hard read on the reverse F smash, but won't land. Kola, wow, right through the hero's spin, will turn deliboid into a ledge trap situation.
I've noticed that deliboid hasn't been relying too much on the hero spin at ledge. What a counter, by the way, from Kola, being able to find the advantage state over deliboid at this side of the ledge. Successfully making his way back to center of the stage, though deliboid not out of it just yet. If he can make it back to stage, he has a pretty great chance of surviving to live another stock. Yeah. Kola not going to be closing that out. So, game number one for Kola, but pretty quickly followed by deliboid because
he's not far off, but I think the ending was quite textbook. You saw him catch the jump at the end. There was only a few options. He covered one of them, and he covered the right one. A lot of times you see these really experienced players, they pick the right option more often than the people who are speaking lower than them, and Kola is a perfect example of that. Sometimes it feels like he's moving so fast that he's in your soul, you know? And that's what we're going to be seeing a lot more of. We're right back to small battlefield. No questions about the stage as deliboid just wants another crack at Kola.
Yeah, I was going to be looking for it once again. Holding its shield a whole lot. Now already off on this side of the ledge trap, but Kola looking to secure even more damage. Those F tilts so important in the Toon Link matchup, but not going to be able to make anything off of them quite yet. This upper platform could prove to be a good use for deliboid though.
Yeah, I think that's going to be something that you see a lot of Snake players do, is take control of that upper platform. I think there's a lot of merit to maybe leaving a bomb there every now and again. It's not easy to set up against a player like Kola because he is, once again, so in your face at all times. I was looking through deliboid's wins before we started this set, and I noticed that he does struggle a lot into sword characters. There aren't a lot of like high-profile swordy wins, and I think Kola probably one of the hardest matchups that deliboid could have gotten in this bracket, and just like that, the pressure mounting more and more for Shopify Rebellion's Kola. as he's starting to take a lead in the second game.
Really unfortunate loss of the stock there for deliboid, but forcing Kola to pop the high recovery with the bomb. Not going to be able to find the stock just yet, but definitely looking for it with the up smash. Going to be found instead by Kola, taking yet another stock, and deliboid now on his last strand of life.
Yeah, it's almost curtains. Not quite. We do have time, but once again, it's Toon struggling to get that KO. Back throw not going to be enough either. Even at 150% in the middle of the stage, you've got to be close to the ledge for that to work out. And now we get Kola starting things off. 2 up airs, 3, going for the read, but the book is already closed. deliboid trying to turn things around as best he can. There's a nair to get him off stage, and that should be a stock, but Kola making it back swinging.
Oh, and what a trade. Kola way past full rage, but still eager to live to see another day. A hero spin on that side of the ledge, definitely going to be closing out that stock. deliboid now having 67% to play around with, and Kola living a very healthy 2 stocks. So definitely looking for anything that he can to get himself started. That Zair proving to be very efficient again at clanking with the sword from Kola, going to be leading to some big damage. But that turnaround F smash from Kola going to be closing out game number 2. And what a lead it was.
Yeah, you know, when Kola is playing really well, there are a few players in the world that are more fun to watch. He has such a smoothness about his gameplay. He weaves in reads and like options that sometimes can look a little bit ridiculous with such frenetic pace that it is impossible to keep up with when he's really on his game. And he's had a lot of great results recently. I think it was 13th place at the biggest tournament ever, Kagaribi, just a couple of months ago, and he's still like 3rd place at MomoCon very recently. He's got a lot of really great wins on very, very talented players, and deliboid is going to have to dig incredibly deep, maybe like the depth of the Grand Canyon if he wants any chance of making it back in this set.
Yeah, looks like we are going to be repeating small battlefield decision, but deliboid having the pressure mounting on his shoulders. You know, I'm eager to see how he decides to change things up in this next game, because previously the second game wasn't nearly as close as the first, but that does give him a potential to get an early lead. deliboid already got some pretty big damage. Not a scratch on him just yet either. Forcing Kola to recover low and still going to look to continue this stock.
I just want to point out there is a crowd behind deliboid right now. I don't know if the crowd mics are picking it up, but every single hit he gets, the homies are out behind him, supporting him. That's what these regionals are all about. And there was almost an opportunity for him to get another stock. Really nice lead here for deliboid. It's the best one he's had so far. Hero spin to confirm that first stock, and deliboid still fighting back. Does not want to turn this into a 3-0.
deliboid in the lead for the first time this set. What a big moment for Virginia players coming out to support their friend. We have Kola, however, from the center of the stage, looking for what he can from deliboid. What a very smart air dodge that you saw away. Successfully able to make it back to ledge, but has to repeat it a second time. The great use of the boomerang as well, the overextension from Kola to trip him up, and now deliboid securing some safety once again.
Yeah, DI out away from the Jair to live to see another day on this first stock. deliboid patiently waiting, taking his time. This isn't a regrab, so he is quite safe on the ledge, and now he's going to get to turn things up. I honestly thought he was going to go for a hero spin, but punished on the down air. Kola Ultra Instinct, fast reaction time is still there. He's played the game for a long time, but his age is not showing whatsoever.
deliboid still going to be looking for that stock once again. You know, this is a pretty healthy extra credit. The Bear's not going to close it out just yet, but with Kola at the ledge, his options are limited. Looking once again, an air dodge away with the Zair to recover, and no dare is going to be connecting, but deliboid still has to make sure to land before he is able to get something else onto Kola. What will it be?
Kola is all over deliboid right now, cannot be stopped at all. It's starting to look like he's back in the lead, but deliboid right away shuts down any sort of streak that Kola had started. And you know, that's something I noticed Kola loves to do. When he's off the Angel platform, he still has invincibilities, he will swing at you, and a lot of times it works out. deliboid, great presence of mind to hold the shield out, but Kola has just completely evaporated any sort of lead. The GPA was feeling good for deliboid, but we're right back to even, and let's not turn him into a C student.
Definitely not looking for that to happen. Staying a little too long on that upper platform. Kola is feeling this war of attrition from deliboid. You know, having the bomb in hand, the boomerangs have been so important for each of these setups that deliboid has gotten.
Yeah.
Great chain grab, going to lead to try to get those up airs. F-tilt, very important for him to keep Kola in the corner. If only he can make it out. But deliboid still looking to secure victory.
Hit by hit, bit by bit. deliboid is racking up damage. Kola doesn't want to let him get away with anything else. Bomb in hand still to get Kola off him if he needs. And that's going to be the up air deliboid. Look at him pop off a little bit. Kola already saying him running back, but deliboid, I love to see him make it back in.
What an amazing finish from deliboid. The first lead that we've seen thus far in the set. Finally being able to get that setup. You know, as you were saying earlier, Avi, a character like Roy loves to smother his opponents, and a character such as Toon relies so heavily on having those bomb, arrow, and boomerang setups that it was important for him to be able to finally make that space to build all of those so that they could come to fruition. deliboid successfully being able to do that and taking his first game against Kola.
Beautiful work. It's what we wanted to see out of the young gun. Anyone with less experience than Kola is going to struggle. But struggle does not mean you will fail. deliboid has every chance to continue on in this winner's bracket if he can continue momentum he started in that game number 3 of Kola. No interest in letting him have his lead.
deliboid going to be very patient off stage, stalling as long as possible for that recovery so as not to give Kola any sort of chance to take him off his guard. Making it back successfully to the ledge, and Kola hanging out a little bit farther on this upper platform. But deliboid successfully able to turn things around with a fair F-tilt, throwing the bomb and forcing Kola to air dodge into the ledge. Not going to be able to make anything close to a stock, but both of these characters close to kill percentage for sure.
There's a little bit of rage on this Toon Link as well, so a couple more stray hits that you don't expect to kill might just pull up the sparks on the screen. We'll see if deliboid's able to convert. Once again, it's going to take a stray hit. A lot of his confirms will rely on a read or some sort of stray in order to make it happen on that first stock. I think Roy should have an easier time. Beautiful from deliboid. Gets the parry at the end and the up smash. Still another lead for deliboid. He is digging so deep.
deliboid was ready and waiting for that. He was expecting exactly the getup from Kola. He had the perfect parry and then was able to punish accordingly with the up smash. Not going to be able to get a punishment off of that just yet, but at way past full range, that is going to be the end of deliboid's stocks. Kola now looking to try to bring things back, but this has been the most even things have been. Having the hero spin at the ledge with the boomerang, the bomb, and the fair going to be working wonders for deliboid as he is running away with the stock.
Yeah, we're looking hot now. deliboid, 112%, almost a full 100%, more than 100% really for the Toon Link so far. Kola has to start figuring out where these hits are coming from, has to be able to start racking them up himself. He's going for the reads, but it doesn't feel like anything is landing so far. He needs some chunky strings in order to make this one back.
And having the bomb in hand, having all of these arsenals at his disposal, it is such an important thing for deliboid. Unfortunately, not going to be making it back. Kola eliminating both of his jump in that interaction, not giving him any chances to make it back to that stock. And near full rage, Kola has a whole lot going for him right now. deliboid has to try to snuff this out as quickly as possible, but if he can't get off of this ledge, Kola's going to be the one looking to take this stock away and end his winner's run here.
Yeah, the match energy has changed completely after that stock. No kill sparks or anything, but Kola has taken control of the tempo. You can see deliboid on the back foot. Kola flexing his muscles, showing his experience, proving that he is the top player that everyone is fearing in this bracket.
The double edge dance not going to be working any wonders just yet for Kola, but deliboid having to feel himself forced into a corner. Sometimes when you're not on the ledge, you are still stuck on the wrong side of the stage. He has those boomerangs that he's setting up, has anything that he can. It is going to be the side B from Kola to Kola.
Look at Vivid in the background.
Oh my goodness.
He looks good, he looks fresh, but Kola looks even fresher on the screen. Deliboid, you can see them, that's a real grinder mindset. He's asking already, what did I do wrong? What can I do better? Tell me something that I was missing to get to your level. And Kola, happy to share his wealth of knowledge with the youngsters, with the less experienced. Deliboid fought hard, drew some blood out of Kola, but wasn't able to take down the giant, and Kola will be moving on in Winners Top 96.
Now, I really enjoy seeing somebody like Kola, who is not only a very accomplished player in his own right, but somebody who is able to articulate to another player exactly what went wrong or went right in a set. So I really admire somebody who is both knowledgeable and
willing to give out their knowledge.
Yes,
Yeah. Shout
exactly
out to Kola,
that.
he really speaks